So your 14 divided by 2 gives us 7. 14 divided by 2, remember why we are dividing by 2, because the round ankle is made up of 2 pieces of fabric, one from the front, one from the back. So 14 divided by 2 gives us 7, and this is how to apply your 7. You come to your plumb line here, you give it 3.5 on this side of the line, then your 7 here, right? And then with this we can connect our points. Now you're going to watch me. I take my hip curve here, connect waist to hip. Remember, this is the beginning of hip here. Waist to hip this way, right? And from hip we go straight to the thigh there. From thigh we connect to knee. This is our knee here, right? And then from the knee to the ankle is a straight line like this. So I use my straight ruler like so. So we come to this side now. From ankle to knee, from knee to crotch there, to your thigh to your crotch, slight curve there. Then you come to this angle of 90 here at the crotch, and you measure about 1 inch, right? So you want to make a curve that will pass through the 1 inch here and goes to your hip line there like this. Now this is very important. We are giving you a guide. This should be 1 inch or 0.75 from here to here like this. And we are giving you this guide because it's very important. If you don't do this, if you don't get this curve properly, you're going to have those whiskers in front of your trousers, right? Those squeeze there, you're going to have it there. And from here to here, you can go with your straight ruler, hip to waist here. You will go with your straight ruler this way, and we have it like this. And this is simply your trousers. This is simply your trousers. Now there's another thing you will do here. Remember that this 2.5 inches added here, this 2.5 here, remember that we said is the folding allowance. So you're going to be folding it up at the end of the day. So before you cut here, this is what you want to do. Come to this through end of your trouser. This is where my 39 inches ended here. Measure 2.5 inches up like this, 2.5, and then take your measurement at that point. What do we have here is about 7.5 inches here at this 2.5. At this line here is about 7.5 inches. So you want to make sure that you have the same thing here, so that when you fold, when you want to fold this to this point, everything will align, right? Do not cut it straight down like this and making it narrow at the end here. If you do it like that, when you try to fold, you have issues with your folding here, right? So you want to make it this way. Now I have 7.5, making the end of the trouser equal to the place we are going to be folding it up to later on, right? So you want to have it that way, and you connect, so that when I'm folding my trouser later on, I will not have any issues with it, right? So we have it this way, and this is your female trousers. Now let me tell you where you might have issues if you don't use this method, or if you do something a little bit different from this. Now pay attention to this key point. This point here, this is what creates that's unease around your crotch, right? The squeeze and all of that. It is this curve here. Make sure you get it properly. I told you 0.75 or 1 inch, not more than 1 inch. 0.75 or 1 inch from this angle 90 here. Another thing is, do not go beyond ½ inch away from this straight line before you mark your waist. Like I said, for the waist, you can do your waist allocation, or you simply divide by 4. There's no big deal in this, right? Another thing here is the trouser drag. That trouser that drags up at the center at your inseam, in between your legs, that you make trouser and the legs, that point will be dragging up. This is where you have to watch for that. This line here, the blue line here that connects the ankle to the knee and to the knee to the crotch, needs to be fairly straight. If you have it having a sharp bend, if you make it to have a sharp bend, you are going to have the issue of your trouser drag, right? You're going to have that issue in between your legs. So this should be fairly straight. Take your time to make this a little bit straight, depending on the measurement you have anyway, but make sure it is fairly straight. So that is how to draft the front part of your trouser, and with this we will proceed to draft the back. Thanks for watching. My name is Legendary. Okay, before we go quickly, let me show you how to cut this out. If you want to cut this out, you're going to be giving 1/2 inch all the way. Remember, we gave 1/2 inch right from the beginning. At this point, we said it's our side seam sewing allowance. So you can see that at some point from this 1/2 inch, we have deviated away. So we want to make sure we implement the 1/2 inch seam allowance all the way through. This is 1/2 inch. This is 1/2 inch. We already have it at the hip here. We have 1/2 inch 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 there, and 1/2 inch all the way. So you simply do that and connect with your ruler, please, like this. And this is what you'll be using as your sewing allowance. Now let me cut this out quickly. So we come this way. Sorry. So this gives us the 2 front pieces like this. And then we go here. Pay attention to your curve. Make sure you curve properly. I said 0.75 or at most 1 inch. And then I said your thigh, you always take your thigh a little bit below your crotch. It could be 1.5 inches below your crotch. You have your thigh. So if you are my old student, please pay attention to the new adjustments, the upgrade I did on this trouser technique. Please pay attention to it. It's going to give you a better effect from the one you have been using, though both of them works, but this is going to be better than that one, right? So this is how to cut the front part of your trouser, and we will be using this to cut the back. Thanks for watching. My name is Legendary.